Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn. And today, well, we've got a couple of things that we need to fix. And the first one is right down here in our canyon we set up last time. We set up the water diverter for our water source up here. However, I don't think that this is going to hold back all of the water that's coming from down this way, which is going to make a mess out of things. So what I'm going to do is we're going to delete that path. We're going to come through and we're going to put in another set of dams right there. We're going to say that that's high priority so that they get them in and we can get the extra water. Hopefully they can get them done in 25-ish days. The next mistake we're going to take a look at is over here. Using the pipe mod here, everything should be working fine. All of the bad water should be draining out here. However, I made the mistake of not checking to make sure that this box with pipe actually works next to the edge of the map the way it's supposed to. And honestly, well, it doesn't. So the best thing we can do here is actually move it back one, and we'll get a little bit of bad water pouring out of there. So let's just put in, let's go water, pipes, here's our box pipe here, and we'll get a little bit of water down here, but by the time it's gonna matter, it's gonna be all gone. So we'll get that in there. We'll say that that is high priority so we know that it gets done. Then after that, what'll happen is these two, before this one was draining, but this one couldn't drain. It was being seen as the pipe is blocked up for some reason. Now both of these will drain, which means when it goes from bad water to good water, both of these should now be pumping out water, whereas before we were only getting half the water that we needed. With the new water hopefully coming in this way during the next wet cycle, I do want to make sure we can get water to come all the way around here. However, I want to make sure it gets down here to these pumps as well, which means we should probably just finish this trench out. There's no reason not to set it up really, so let's just go ahead and get our dynamite in here. These are height 3, so let's grab the 3s and we'll put in, let's see, that is gonna have to be knocked down here eventually, but we'll figure that out. The next one is, of course, going to be 4s. It's going to go all the way down to here. And then we've even got some 5s in here. So let's go ahead and say we'll go to here. We'll put you in here, and you can go to here. And we'll make sure that there's paths for all of these down here, just so we know that they'll get made. Then they've got path over here too. So let's draw one out. There we go. All set. This looks good. We'll have them set all of that up and then we'll come back. Let's see if we can get them over across the way too. Let's go something like this. Grab a quick bridge over. There's a suspension bridge. That should be a 3. There we go. And then here we'll just do ladders because that's the easiest way to get them down. They can put those in, they can put those in, and we can also tell them, remove these trees here because we won't be needing them. We'll get to those eventually. Our power spiral here is continuing to work. We've got the next layer on. So let's take a look. First of all, we'll take a look down below. And if we can, scroll down through. We finished this layer of turbines. So if we go up to the next one, these are probably going to provide just a little bit more than turbines, but we're going to go ahead and replace them already. That way we can get stuff done and out of the way. So let's grab the turbines here. And we'll fill in these areas just the same as before. Put those in there. We've got 2 here, 2 here. We'll come around the corner here. And we'll get, let's see, we'll put you 3 and 3. And then we'll make sure to connect them in, since there's no power thing that can really go on a corner here for us. I'm sure there is a way to do power there, but I don't yet know what it is. So we're just going to use these. We're going to connect in these, and since it's only one high, we just need the turns this time. So we're going to do that. We're going to go, let's get the three-way power source here. Then we're going to do the upward, make sure it connects in. There we go. And then that's too high, so we're actually going to have to do a vertical and then a downward. There we go. They'll get those in. We'll start producing more power here just as soon as they can get the supplies going. In the meantime, though, we'll go ahead and start planning some of the inside spiral here. Let's go ahead, take these up just a level. Oops, I don't think I need that one, actually. Let's do that. We'll do this here. We'll get all of these started. We'll get them there. We won't block that off until we're pretty much ready to go on the top. That'll probably be our last section there. So we'll do that, and then the spiral actually has to come out this far. I don't need this block, though, so we'll remove that. And that will give us a 2-wide path, just as before, and we're going to come out, and we need 2. We're just going to start spiraling our way outward here. There's 2. There we go. And 2 wide. It's going to come this far. And you know what? We're going to have to remove some of these paths up here, because they're right where things are supposed to go. So we'll do that. I'm not hitting the shift button to automatically delete them, because I don't want to delete anything else by accident. So let's just do the paths, and we'll deal with the yes or no confirmation here. There we go. That's all up there. This is all up here. And now we can continue on with the spiral. This just goes out. I don't need quite that many blocks. I don't know why it decided to put that extra row there. But if we go out and around here, that'll give them plenty to work on for a bit. We'll come out and around, and then it's going to go down here. Let's go ahead, get ladders in here, just so they can get up there. And we'll do that. We'll get paths in there. We need to go all the way back up. There we go. And we'll get all of this. There's a path around here so that they can get some of this stuff built. Hopefully they don't get themselves trapped. I don't have high hopes. The beavers here lately have seemed to be almost wanting to get themselves trapped in some of these projects. I don't know what that says about the colony, but I'll let you guys fill in the details on that. They're getting the explosives put in down here, but another project we need to continue on down here is with filling in the dirt. So let's go ahead, get that in here, and we'll just fill in these areas here. Don't need that spiral staircase anymore, but I will need a way down over here. So let's just say, how about regular old stairs? There we go. We'll take the path around here, and then we want to make sure that they get rid of all of these. There we go. That can all go, that can all go, that can all go, and these can go. Well, maybe. There we go. We'll say that is of just a little more importance so that we can get to cleaning that out. I don't think they'll be able to get to that tree, though, so we might just have to... Oops, forgot to delete that one. We need to delete that one as well. So, we'll have to figure out a way down. Let's just put in some ladders, and we'll figure it out from there. There we go. They can work on that, and we'll come back around. Over here, we've got a little bit of that in, so I'll go ahead and fill in a lot more of this area as well. We're about halfway through the drought now, and as you can see, they've done a little bit over here. They've done a lot on the explosives, though, so we can take those out. We can take these, we can take that, and that will make us a nice channel. Hopefully there's enough water to get down here and actually fill some of this channel. And look, they even got a couple of them over here, so let's go ahead and take those out too. There we go. They've got a couple down here. There we go. And I did come back through and put in the platforms here, mostly because, well, we have some room and we have extra beavers just kind of lying around doing nothing. So let's go ahead and divert those over to here. We'll just say that we need more builders huts. Let's do maybe 1, 2, 3 of those, and we'll do a hauling post, so I'm sure we'll get some more beavers after they get to actually building all of that. Also going to take a path maybe down the back over here, just so they can get to more of this stuff quicker and easier. They'll be taking care of all of this. That looks good. Let's go ahead and plan for the dynamite here. There we go. All of that's in. We're good to go there. They've got a lot of this stuff in. Did they not? Oh, they didn't prioritize that. That was my fault. And we're going to have to get one of those in there. So we're going to have to wait for logs to come back. 'Cause that's kind of where we're stuck at the moment. Just getting logs and getting them processed. Down here, there is some water that we can take in while we're waiting for some other things to come in. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and just build a couple maybe deep water pumps temporarily right here. If I build one here, can I build one next door, or is there not enough room? There's not enough room. So can we build them? Well, I could build a couple here, and then I just need to get in a couple of items here. Let's connect that one in, and then we're going to need a staircase that's going to come down, let's say right there. Connect the path in around, and we'll get a couple of platforms made so that they can get up there. There we go. That should give them access to that water. We'll say that that is a little more important than whatever else they're building, just so we have some water coming in still. I just noticed down here next to the lock, there's this whole dead forest that we've got right here that we're not taking advantage of. So since we needed the trees, let's go ahead and maybe just put in a couple more here. There we go. We'll come out and around and say, hey, while you guys are down here, cut out all of those trees right there, and that hopefully will give us a little bit of lumber. I don't know if we can get to that tree, but if not, we'll move a lumberjack flag down a little bit closer to it. With all these trees dying due to the drought, that means I can pick all of those up, so we might have just found ourselves a little bit of an extra source of trees. Now, they're only a couple of logs apiece, but I'd be replacing them anyway, so I might as well get the use out of the logs and put those toward building some stuff here in the colony. It's really going to be the same thing down here. You can see some of the trees, there we go, are starting to die out, so we're just going to say, let's cut these, and then when the water comes back, hopefully that fills everything up, and then we can just use those as other items to build stuff with. That long drought finally ended, and we're seeing some of the water come back this way. We'll check on the gate down here as it comes in, but let's check on some of our other areas and see what happened there. Down here, you can see it pretty much devastated this whole area, so we're going to have to go back in and fix that. We're going to have these guys come back in and replant trees so that those can come back. They've got a little water down here, and they did manage to cut out all of these trees, so hopefully, just hopefully, that these get all replanted and we can get those back up and going. Also, it looks like we lost our berries again, so we're going to have to do something about that. We're going to have to find a better source for berries, maybe. But we are going to have to, while we're down here, tell them to replant all of those. Let's get our blueberries back in, and I believe it only goes over this far. Let's do that. We'll mark the road for the rest of this, and then take them out so that the berry bushes can grow. There we go. All of that goes there. And now there's a little bit of water around here. Hopefully we get to keep a little bit more of that in. As you can see, the water from this end is just now starting to fill this back up. So we'll raise the hours back up because we had them down a little bit low. Let's just go to 18. And it's already enough to be over these two. There is one there that should be okay, at least for a little while. It can bring in some extra water. The water is backing up just a little bit over here, and these gates will shut just as it gets more and more water in there. So hopefully as this water level rises, we'll at least get some saved in here. They're working on getting these walls in. They've made a decent amount of progress, but we'll keep an eye on it and we'll see how much water fills back up. I'm really more interested in this end down here. So with just half a day of the temperate season left and only really a 7-day total temperate season, we got a decent amount of water. I might take out part of this dam here and let most of the water fill down into here and into here. We did get enough here finally to fill all this back up, and we're filling up our channel here that we'll use eventually to move the water out. This all filled back up. We didn't get a ton in here, but not a terrible amount. Down here, we're back to normal here. Plus, we've got a little bit above the dam here, so we'll at least have water for a little while. Hopefully, we can fill back up our water supply, and then we can start on some other projects. Just look at that. At the start of this next drought, we actually have all of this area filled back up. This is being added in. We've got plenty of water here, and we've got now more land to deal with. So we can come back in, turn that one back on for now. Let's get some trees down because we've got plenty of storage for trees in various tree areas here. And we can always come back and work on, you know, different things, how this is all going to be set up in the end. We're just going to put in as many trees as we can get for now, and we'll deal with picking those trees up and hopefully getting some extra logs out of these just as we get them. That drought gave us plenty of time to work on our spiral over here. In fact, it looks like it's mostly done with this phase. So we go down. Yep, these are producing power and it's connected in. So this is up there ready to go. We need to put in our floors for this. So we'll just do impermeable floors all right there. And I'm trying to only put them here because I think that it will try and put them under blocks. I know that if there is one and you put a block on top of it, it will most definitely just put a block on top of an impermeable floor and not give you that metal back. So we're going to do that, and then we can also probably come around the top here and get in these, which we'll just do something like this, and we'll do something like this, maybe from each corner, and fill them in here. There we go. And if we grab one of the large power wheels, there we go, we can just match them to where they are at here, which should be, let's see, that one goes here, we've got one here and here. Over here, we'll match this up as well. Put them in the same spots. There we go. There should be ones. Well, let's get this side since it's much easier to see. We'll do that one, that one. We could turn this one this way, I believe. Is that how that's lined up? Let's take a quick look underneath. Yep. I would say that one goes right there on the corner. There we go. And then here, let's find out. There's not really one here. What do we have down below? We don't have one below either. So there's one that goes right here, though. So we'll do this. And then we'll match these up here. There we go. There we go. Get you one here and one here. And that pretty much, I think, does it. If I can switch this around, which I definitely might be able to. Put this on this side for this one. Like so. And then can I do one here? I can easily... Oh, can I get another one in the middle here? No. So might as well move it down. There we go. That might not give a ton of power, but it's better than nothing, right? So this... And then we're going to have to build in this right here, which for that... You know what? We'll leave that out for now. We'll figure that out after we get everything else in. I think we can almost put in our first water area, and I counted it out to 30 tiles because it should be about 15 from there, and then we'll go in another 15, so about here, and then we want to go about 15 from here. 1, 2, 3. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So this tile, I would guess, should be about the middle of the 3. So let's take out these trees right here. We'll take out this road, and then we'll actually build a road right next to it. There we go. That's going to have to come out here in just a second. So let's take this out. Yep. We'll take this out. Yep. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that out. We'll take this one out too. And how high is this? This is a 5. So we'll grab the 5 dynamite, hexamite, quintamite. There we go. We'll start there, and then it can go... Do I need 5 all the way down? I really don't. I just need it to fill. So we'll just do 1 dynamite all the way down. That will take out this, and hopefully when this gets full, it'll fill these back up all the way down. It may not last the entire thing, but we'll work with it when we get there. And we're going to have that go through there. And tell you what, let's move this road over. And we'll leave those, because they got to get up there for dynamite. This can go, I believe... Oh, those will have to go, so let's put those in to be removed. We'll say those are high priority so they can get out of the way. We can start filling in more land with, well, land. They managed to get all our logs out of here, so I'm going to go ahead and switch these back from the lumberjacks that I originally switched them to. And we'll put our gatherers back in there. Looks like our mangrove supply over here got hit kind of hard, but it'll come back pretty quick. We just have to toss in these gatherers, and now that there's some pre-booster going in down there, they should get fruit, and we'll fill that back up. Besides, we're at 10k anyway, so I'm not too worried about what they do and what they don't have. Down here, they have got these set. I'm going to take that away so they don't accidentally walk on it. Yep, let's go ahead and get these dynamite out of here. If nothing else, these beavers have got really good at putting in dirt and taking away dirt with dynamite. There we go. So next time the temperate comes in, hopefully this fills up. We're going to have to put in a little pathway here, though. Let's put in platforms. We'll put in you. You go this way. There we go. Instead of a platform there, let's do maybe storage, landscaping. Let's do sluice. That way we have a little bit more control over when it goes out other than just a dam, and it shouldn't go backwards this way. So we can close it when the downstream depth is 90, and that should be plenty. Here, let's go ahead and just fill in this hole where the water is going to be stored. So we'll put you in there, and then we need 2s on top. There we go. And that's going to be our first little pathway through there. Hopefully that irrigates this whole area in here, and we'll keep making more of these. Well, look at this. They've got most of these in. The only 2 places I think they're missing here is the 2 places where the ladders are, which is not a big deal. We can go ahead and get rid of those. Get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. Oh, I missed that one up there. We'll have to get a couple of ladders there. There they go. There they go. And that's out of there. That's out of there. We don't need you anymore. Let's take you down, but we'll leave that ladder so that we can just borrow that. Actually, you know what? Let's do 1 ladder right there. I don't need that. We'll blow stuff up. Here we go. 1, 1, 1. We'll do 2, and is that 3 above? It's actually 3 above. Okay, so we'll have to do this and 2 ladders to get up there. 2 ladders on top of each other, not next to each other. That doesn't always seem to help. So let's get those in there. We'll take care of this too. This is now at just 1 level. We still need to take out this birch, but we can go ahead and start putting dynamite up here and say, hey, we don't really need that, so we won't worry about it. We'll come back for the birch whenever we get there. Since our beavers are doing so well with the dynamite, we might as well go ahead and have them. Let's see if we can come across here, and we'll just connect in this canal as well. So we'll put in, well, let's do a ladder, because why not? There we go. Can we get up there at the moment? Yes, actually we can. Come down here, over and across. Not the most direct path, but it'll be okay. And then let's up that, so that gets out of the way. Let's up all the priority on these, so those get out of the way. And then we're going to come down through and cut through the bottom of the map here as well. So, let's see, we need, what height? 3. Well, that's not terrible. We can handle that. Do 3s here. And we'll just come all the way along here. Get 3s in here, and here, and here. And we've got 4s. Once that gets out of there, we'll put some more in there. But we'll do 4, and 4, and really don't need that. So we'll take that out of there. Get the 4s in. Let's do the 5s. 5s. And that connects that. So now when this overflows, it should fill the canal first, which should fill up all of this first. And then if it's got overflow after that, it'll overflow out into this. For the time being, it is the end of cycle 50 with just under 4 days left in the bad tide that's came through. We still have plenty of water around. So that was a 26-day, 27-day bad tide. Like we ran out a little bit here, but that's been happening. At least we have water down here and here. This is a little dry, but we're okay overall. They've still got a little bit to pump out down here. Much better overall, though. So we'll just keep going with that. We do have the power spiral here that it looks like it's ready to get in all the gears, so we'll handle that real quick. Let's grab the 3 pieces first. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll do 1 there, 1 there, 1 around here. Here we'll probably need, well, actually we might need that 3-piece. We can just go that way. There we go. And then over here, same thing. 1, 2. Let's get our corners in. Corner there, 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 here. And here. That's looking good. Now we'll just go through and connect them with this. And then we'll figure out how to get the power up here. After we connect all these in. There we go. That's all in. This is all in. We're going to have to probably put in a couple of things here. Let's see. We'll do platforms, twos. Now, theoretically, I shouldn't have to do this, but I might as well. There we go. We'll put those in there, let them get to work on that. And everything else should be connected. We're good there. This all looks good. We'll take care of that. Oh, did I get this side? Nope, I missed this side. Let's get those in. And then we just need to disconnect this. I should have just made that a universal anyway, but past me did not think of that. So we'll just do universal here. We'll say that's super important so that we get the power back on it. And then we need, not downward, we need vertical. There we go. And we'll do another universal here just because. And here we'll actually do a four-way. No, here. There we go. And that should take care of quite a bit of it. Looks like they're going here. Then we just need the last of this, really. Which, for the last of it, we might just... Let's do one platform here. That way they stay out of the bad tide as they're putting stuff up. And we will just start putting this in, because theoretically this should still... Well, I'll have to pause this. So let's pause it for just a second. There we go. And that will get them up to there. This can come out here. And we're good to go. We'll let that get in there, and then we'll start the next level of the power spiral. They built our power spiral up pretty quick, so let's take that platform out and restart it. And we'll double check and make sure that we didn't miss anything or have any leaks or anything like that. Oh, did I? No, I didn't block the last two. That's what I was afraid of there. So we'll make sure that this comes up. Tell them to pick that up. No storage available. I'm sure they'll find some. There we go. This one's coming out and around. Our battery reduced just a little bit, but I'm sure it'll go back up once everything is powered here. So once again, it's going out and around. It should drop down, go backwards the other way, and then hopefully on the way out, go this way again. So it's spiraling in both directions now. Power's already starting to pick up, and it's only on the first floor. So what are we at? We're at 3,000 and rising. There we go. And now it drops down, and it should start this one. There we go. There's our 5,000 and 6,000. We're moving pretty well. Before it gets there, give me your guess on how much it's going to produce down in the comments before it completely finishes here. We'll check back in just a second once it's fully going again. Down here, with this all taken out, I can go ahead and put in the canal cover, I guess you could call it. And they should be able to get the last of that dynamite that got missed. So we'll put that in there. And then we'll do the twos on top of it, except, well, we should be able to. Yeah, we can put them right over that. There we go. That looks good, and that will give us the chance to put more stuff down here. I might end up taking this canal around this way too and get more water in different areas over here, because the 30 days are hitting us now. This dries out just a little bit, and we don't have a full amount of coverage, but if I were to put them closer, it'd be a big waste of space during the time that there is water in there. So We'll try and figure that out. Did you make a guess? Let's check and see. It tops out at somewhere around 16 to 17,000 is where it usually has been, depending on the flow rate and everything else around it. So not bad for a small compact area. So we'll keep that going. But I think that's going to do it for us this time. We've solved some decent problems. We're less worried about the 30-day droughts now. Everything seems to be okay. We still are getting some dry spots, so we have some work left to do. Our bread basket here that we're building should hopefully be ready here sometime soon. We'll get this taken. We've got water down here, so we'll get started moving down the map a little bit more. Plus, we've got some resource rerouting to do all along the map. But we're going to call that for today. So as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Bye!